To another episode of Tree City Live. As always, I'm your host, Tree City Wes. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. I'm all discombobulated. I'm still kind of sick. I actually hit up the doctor today, and they told me I had a double ear infection. So that kind of caught me off guard. So we're in recovery mode over here. What's up, Pulse Hopium? What's up, Zion? What's up, Dank? What's up, Janet? What's up, Richard? Hope you guys are having a good day. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I am going to basically what I did is I took some notes on every single page of the Gitbook that Jack and team has posted and compiled them all together, and we're going to go through each one and see if we can put the whole big picture together. And then also we have some big news. They're going on a whole social media flurry right now, and I don't think anyone's really picking up on it. That's a DBXen. They're getting ready to launch their own AI called Q, and I don't know too much about it. We're going to dive into it together. We're going to see how that goes. And yeah, as always, let's take a look at the markets, see what's happening with crypto bubbles. And a nice day of recovery. If we zoom out to the week, we're still down on quite a bit, but things are starting to make a comeback, especially the Solana ecosystem. You see they're up 16% in the last week. Jupiter Protocol is up 41%. That's the big DEX aggregator over there. But even in the last day, I mean, pretty much everything's green now. Everything's recovering right now. So that's good to see. Nice little recovery. Hopefully it lasts. You know, I have a feeling we're going to be going down for a little while, but might be wrong. Might just bounce right back. We'll see. What happened here? Oh, that's only 4%. Let's go check out Bitcoin on Trading Views. See what's happening with our chart. What's up, Clay? Green lights go. Yeah, for sure. So let's zoom out here. We're all zoomed into the 1 minute. Let's take a look at the weekly. How are we looking on the weekly on Bitcoin? And we have not had a red week yet, and even this week has recovered back to green. This wick, you know, when the price was in this wick range, it was actually red, but now we're back above the open. We're in the green again, so that's exciting to see. Bitcoin bounced back up to 67,600. Where's my RSI at? Let's see. Remember last time we talked, that was pretty cooked. Some of these old things, but even right now it's still at 84. So, and this is on the weekly, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do come back to this golden pocket and retest it. That's kind of what good TA does. We set up these Fibonacci levels, and I wouldn't be surprised if we come all the way back down to 50 before we start going back up again. And that would be a nice healthy correction. That's exactly what it's been doing, you know, for the last couple months, last year basically. Mine Zen blocks and cry later. Exactly, Rolando. Exactly. Where's my soundboard?
All right, let's fucking hash.
So what else we got going on in the market today? Things are pumping right now. Look at that. Total 2's up 9%. That's nuts. Actually, let's go back to Bitcoin. I only looked at the weekly. I want to kind of zoom in to see what happened, because we did have a Fed meeting today, and Fed Chair Powell, he was pretty dovish. It wasn't really bad news he was given. It's like he was trying to be delicate with us, because he knows the markets are pretty fucked, and he wasn't really trying to wreck the market. Even, you know, stocks are doing pretty good. If you see Nvidia and everything going absolutely ballistic right now. So this is the daily chart on Bitcoin. You can see on this golden pocket, we actually retraced right up to it. So this is from the high at 73,000, and it goes down to the low right around 50,000. So this is like the local range here. And that golden pocket is sitting right at 65K. It's looking juicy. So it would be nice if this is our retracement here. We get this nice little bounce here instead of going back, but anything's possible. We'll see what happens. If the economy starts to go nuts, yeah, that's definitely, you can see the RSI is back in the 50s. So that's bullish on the daily chart. I mean, that's dead center. We could either keep going down or we could bounce back right there. So nothing too crazy. And then on this 4-hour chart, you can see just red candle after red candle. Then we found a bottom right here, right at 60,000. So that nice psychological level is 60,000. Bitcoin bounced right at midnight last night. So you caught some biddy at 60K. That's pretty nice right now. It's sitting at 67,000 in less than 24 hours. It's pretty good. Let's go take a look at the Zen ecosystem, see what's happening. All right, so Dex Screener's been struggling the last couple days, and that makes me think altcoin season's here. I think it was Sami that pointed that out earlier. Dex Screener has been crashing lately and just showing bad data, showing day-old data. They're not syncing up properly, and that's because so many people are visiting the website trying to see what's happening with meme coins right now, and these early projects everybody's trying to get in. It's just causing a shit show, especially when you can't see something like Dex Screener or Dex Tools or something. It's like those are kind of your lighthouses, you know, your guides along the way. So when those go down, it's like, what do I do? What is my bag dumping? Is it pumping? What's happening? But you can see Zen's been pumping over the last day. Had a nice pullback. We got all the way up to 608, and we just caught the bottom of this same. Now, how interesting is that? This same downtrend going all the way back to the first day of March. We had this big pump and we came right back to it and we touched it. So we reaffirmed that as support, and then we start moving again. So that's a nice thing to see. Getting all the way back up. It got as low as, what is that? 604, and now we're back at 605. So just kind of cruising sideways. Got some volatility here. I think this is a bit of hype about X1, and then, you know, the Zenturions come due and people dump. So it is what it is. What's up, Jonathan? Fallen wedge pattern bullish as fuck. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see. We'll draw a little golden pocket here. From here, maybe? Down here? Let's flip this. Is this upside down? Yeah, we got to get above that 5055 level right there. That'd be nice. Oi, oi, oi. What's up, Merge? And then I'm excited to talk about DBXen. You know, they're running with this AI narrative about this new Q, and I'm not sure if it's like an LLM or if it's something like a blockchain tool or something completely different, but I'm really excited to learn about it and see what it's about. So we're gonna go through the post, but you can see it's generating a little buzz. This is actually the daily chart. So when you see these fat green candles on the daily, you could have caught this wick and got some DBXen at 8 cents, but realistically, in the low 70s, that would have been a great place to buy DBXen over the last couple months. Currently sitting at $1.22, and I think it's gonna start to get crazy if this AI narrative takes off. You can see, yeah, here's those wicks. I don't know what the hell. That's super low liquidity, but once people start talking about AI, what's up with this Q thing? Yeah, let's get into it. Might as well go right into it. Let's see, since we're on the DBXen chart anyway. pull up my notes here. Still kind of sick. Oh, this fucking thing. Chrome stops supporting OneNote, and it kills me every fucking time. So then I gotta open up everything in Edge, and I hate using Edge. All right, here we go. So, what is Q? Basically, I got a bunch of tweets here. Should I wonder if I still have that tweet laid out. Let me see. Yeah, let's go with this. Let me set this up real quick. Let's go and fix this. Make this a little bigger. Kind of tweak this over here. Move this here. Sorry, just doing a little cleanup here, trying to get this looking nice, but okay. So what is Q? So through a commitment to collaboration and a spirit of inquiry, the journey of the team that started building Q, Web3 AI, promises to unravel the mysteries of artificial intelligence and pave the way for a more inclusive technological landscape. So what is the story of Q? I feel like that is Q in action right there. I wonder if that's Q, generating, a prompt, or, if someone feeding a prompt to Q and it generating it. So what is it? I'm not actually sure. So from another DBXen team member, did you know the letter Q is often associated with mystery and enigma? In physics, Q is often to represent quality factor, a measure of the efficiency of a resonant system. In Roman numerals, Q represents the number 500. Q is more than just a letter. It's an exciting leap into uncharted territory, a journey towards unlocking new frontiers in AI and crypto innovation. So, still not too sure what it is. They're really hyping it up, though. They got me curious. So this next one was kind of the first instance of something tangible that Q can do. So a decentralized buy and burn feature should be accessible to all users at all times, with no ability for anyone to impose limits or time constraints. Q will leverage this feature, further solidifying start that over. Q will leverage this feature, further solidifying DBXen Crypto's DBXen team's commitment to the fair principles of cryptocurrency. Discussion in the crypto space shouldn't revolve around these matters. I concur that founders should not be and cannot be relied upon. Promises are not encoded in immutable code. They're merely words. So I think this is in reference to some Titan X dump. Yeah, you can see all these Titan X green circles popping up in here. And the tweet's deleted. That's kind of funny. So, but this is kind of interesting. So what does this mean? A decentralized buy and burn feature. Q will leverage this feature, further solidifying DBXen crypto team's commitment to fair and principled. So does that mean, like, are they giving an AI a crypto wallet and they're just gonna let it pull the buy and burn lever, like, when it's the perfect time? Like, that's kind of interesting, right? Imagine if in Titan X, instead of Jake deciding when the buy and burn happens and changes, imagine if an AI did it, like, algorithmically. And then it's just not like, oh, the hyper buy and burns, cut in half randomly today. Like, imagine having an AI handle that. And that's kind of what it seems like. Q will leverage this feature. The decentralized buy and burn should be accessible to all users, so anyone can call it, but then Q can be there to pull the lever if no one does call it, or, it's kind of interesting. So, and then I saw this today, and this one really blew my mind, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this. Shh, can you keep a secret? Something Q-tastic is brewing in our lab. Get ready for a wild ride where AI curiosity meets crypto charm. Want to be in on the fun? Stay tuned for the big reveal and prepare to unlock the mysteries of Q. But then if you look at this picture, whoa. It's basically, it's kind of like DBXen, but they're AI miners, and there's a protocol fee, and it's paid in Q. So is Q gonna be a coin? Hyper's such a PTSD word. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, sorry, don't mean to cough in your ear. So what is this? So an AI miner. So is Q now? This makes me think it's more of like an LLM, like an open AI or like a Copilot type thing, where you can set up your AI miner and then you have access to your own personal AI and you pay for that with Q. That's kind of interesting. So I'm not sure what this is. And also this Q, the protocol fee is in Q and the transaction cost is in Q. So yeah, so is DBXen going to have this new Q coin? Q coin. Oh God. So what's the story of Q? So all these tweets have come out in the last couple days. And it's just, I'm so curious. So rumor has it we're going to launch a new web simply called Q. How did this come about? Well, we'll tell you. First, a very diverse group of passionate individuals, each with unique perspective on AI, came together to explore the technology's untapped potential. And then shout out to Jesus with hat. Shout out to Augmented in the chat. Aiden. Roz with hat. I love it. I was dying when I saw this, bro. This is so funny. Too good. So great. So that's really all the information I could find. I couldn't find anything else. Here, Roz says the effect of Xenon and Mastodon, and this is an older. This is from 2 days ago. Starting to show up on DBXen burning chart. So DBXen's getting burned. Q will soon launch and will also contribute to the burning chart. So Q is going to be this AI miner that also contributes to the buy and burn of DBXen. So not only are we going to have Q, an AI coin, introduced to the ecosystem, we're also going to have a new buy and burn mechanism for DBXen. And we have this chart that shows the buy and burn mechanism is actually picking up because of Mastodon and Xenon. So as the gas fees continue to climb, more people use Xenon, and then more DBXen gets bought and burned, and that's why the DBXen chart is starting to look like this. So it's a nice thing. It's an exciting thing. And Roz and team, Starfish Technologies, they're doing their thing. They're killing it. Shout out to DBXen. And that's really all I know, though. I don't really have any other information. You know, it's kind of a mystery right now. But that's why this DBXen chart is looking so beautiful right now. You know, this is the 15-minute chart going back a couple days, and if we ignore those crazy wicks down, even this one, that one's kind of wild. So we can say the low is 70 cents. Currently, we're sitting at $1.40. So since March 15th, we've done about 100x. Whoops. 100x. 100%. Yeah, we're about 101%. Oh, shit. My bad, guys. I always forget to switch that back. So you can see we're up 101% since March 15th. Xenon burn integration wasn't even their idea. Some other dude pitched it. Hell yeah. And that's part of their team. You know, that's part of the awesome thing is they listen to the community, and you know they listen and they talk to us, and they're there to interact and get our ideas and our feedback. And I think that's invaluable from a team. Roz is a beast, no doubt. For sure. Roz with hat. So I wish I had more to talk about. I just don't know anything about it, to be honest. Like, I'd love to see like a white paper or a GitHub or just like a little instructional video. Despite the challenge ahead, they remain undeterred. NXD is what's bullish for DXen and why it's pumping. Q is a separate project that'll be minted with ETH. The small DBXen. So I couldn't find anything about NXD either. Like I'm not sure where. Are these like in the Telegram or something? I'm pretty sure I got kicked out of the Telegram. The only person I heard NXD from was Cleo. I saw Cleo tweet at Roz earlier. So that was funny. Talk about the weather. It's Zen season. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. DBXen back to $1.40. Zen sitting at 605. Beautiful thing. Look at all these DBXens pumping too. Avalanche DBXen back up to 2.5 cents. These things just float sideways though. It's crazy. I actually bought a little PDXen today. I had a pretty nasty dip earlier. It's probably right around here, and then it went further, and then it came back up. That kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulders though. Something like that. Take this up here. It's on its way. Cool. I'm just laser focused on mining Zen blocks. Same here, bro. I really upped my mining. So for the last month or two, I haven't really done too much. Only doing like 2,000 or 3,000 hash. But now I'm up to 10,000. I'm maintaining 10,000 hashes a second moving forward, which is pretty expensive for me. I mean, it's not cheap to mine, and it's not like I have the hardware at home. So I'm always searching for the best deals on Vast, and I still check like RunPod and stuff. So if you guys haven't signed up for mining, down in my description, I actually have a link to Vast, and it has my referral. So if you sign up with Vast and you use my link in my description, we both get a little credit, and it helps. It goes a long way. What's up, Ben Johnson? Xenon is awesome. I know, right? Using the gas station network to say it's great for, you know, the whales can afford it, but it's us little guys that can't really. You know, I bought those Centurions. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to afford to claim it. So I really hope that I can catch gas low enough with Xenon and end up with more Zen than I started with. That's kind of the goal. Like so Zen pumped and then gas pumped. So someone was selling Centurions on Blur for 0.09 ETH and 0.01 ETH. So I hopped on there and I bought a couple. And I wasn't even thinking about it. You know, I basically turned 1 billion Zen into 128 VMUs that are due pretty soon. So I was pretty excited about that. The fact that they're due soon. Wait 1 second to sign in here. But after that, gas continued to just completely go crazy. What's it at right now? It's at 32. That's not too bad. Compared to like we were seeing 60, 70, 80, 90. That's crazy. On the regular. So 39 ain't bad. I'd be happy to claim this. But even right now you have to be careful because they don't update the URI, so it will tell you. It won't tell you if it's redeemed on Blur. But yeah, even right now, like this one, 0.08. It's due March 15th. Yeah, see, this is careful. You got to be careful with this one. So this one was due 5 days ago, but so. Don't buy that one. But here's one 0.1 ETH for a Centurion. Yeah, see, that's past due too. So someone's trying to dump their past due Centurions that they can't claim. So you definitely got to be careful there. So when I bought all these, I verified the date. So I paid 0.1 ETH for 128 VMUs that have 448 days on them. So these were claimed. When was that? That was like December 2022, January 2023. Let's see. I can tell you exactly. How many days was 448 days? Wait, that's stupid. What was the claim date? What's the date? 400. Was it January or July 13th? So this was claimed in April 2023. That's crazy. So I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to afford this. So I'm really hoping that Xenon can come through, and I'll use the gas station network. They'll claim the Zen for me. They'll sell some of my Zen to cover the costs, and then I'll get the remaining Zen back. And that's kind of how the gas station network works. But if gas is too high or some other thing happens and that doesn't exist in July, I might be screwed. I might have to. I'll find a way. Only ranked 717 right now. Got out of my game. Need some shit coins to print me money. I feel that. I wonder where I'm sitting right now. You can actually check your rank over on my site hashhead.io. If you just come in here, don't have to connect your wallet or anything. You just pop your account in, hit the check account button. I'm barely clinging on to 200. I've been sitting in the 190s, but I'm holding. I'm happy I'm holding. I'm up to, I think, 26 super blocks. The super blocks come in and go in and out of the API. So if it says 0, just give it 20, 30 minutes, and then the API should be fixed and it'll display. Cat with hat on ETH. Is it going wild? Well, I wanted to get into the XN stuff. So I'm going to... I need to post this somewhere. I'm not sure where. We'll just run through it. How about that? So basically what I did is went through all of Jack's posts through the last... Man, that is ugly. Let me zoom in here. So I went through Jack's post through the last couple weeks and gathering all of the Gitbook snips that he has. And we're just going to run through them real quick. Not going to spend too much time on them, but there's definitely some new ones that I want to talk about. So let me get this window right. So we have the... I'm ranked 1180 and I'm happy about it. Hell yeah. Just to be on there, man. It's a good feeling for sure. DBXen will have a huge comeback. I agree. So, actually, this might be better in the full screen here. So this was the first one. This was on March 3rd. Some Sunday writing, and I guess this is when he officially started the Gitbook. So we covered this on a previous show. X1's a high-performance, highly decentralized, EVM-compatible Layer 1 blockchain. Key features include Solidity smart contract functionality, high transaction throughput, low gas fees, improved scalability without sacrificing Byzantine fault tolerance, BFT. The distributed data layer is inherited from the Ethereum network, where the consensus mechanism is based on the modified DAG pioneered by Phantom. At the core of the consensus mechanism, X1 implements transformer-based AI engine, which later he announced that that's not going to be live at launch. That's going to be a piece on the roadmap that we can look forward to coming down the line. So this was kind of the first one. And then 3 days later, he added this to it. These are the drafts. So I thought this one was the most interesting. So this is Big O notation. A common challenge across blockchain technologies is achieving scalability without compromising on security or decentralization. Traditional blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum grapple with this issue. It's basically called the blockchain trilemma. There's security, there's speed, and there's centralization. So really, you can't have three. If you have security and speed, then it's not decentralized. If you have decentralization and speed, then it's not secure. If you don't have security and decentralization, then it's speedy. You know, it's kind of finding that perfect balance of the big three. The trilemma is kind of the thing that they're trying to solve. And this chart here kind of embodies that. So this is talking about scaling, and you don't want this number to go up. So when you see something like Solana and Phantom, they have this O times n to the n squared, O(n) squared. And basically as the network grows, scaling becomes more difficult. And that's basically with all the blockchains. Bitcoin, it's more linear. You know, it's as it scales more, it gets more slow. And then Avalanche kind of has this other one where as the network grows, the scaling difficulty becomes less. And then X1's goal is to not become more difficult to scale upward as the network grows in size. And that's why it's flat. It's always the same difficult to scale, and that's like that's solving the scaling problem basically. So just continuing to run through these. That was from March 6th. And then March 7th, Jack had posted this one. And not going to go too crazy in this one. It's just a lot. It's a lot. X1 for users. Get up to speed with the most important task to start interacting with X1 blockchain. We have the XBFT consensus mechanism, scalability and efficiency. We got the DeFi ecosystem with the smart contract support. We got low transaction fees, community and developer support, and interoperability. We have the distributed POS system that allows users to stake their native XN tokens by delegating them to validator nodes of their choice. And we're testing that now. And then it's also comparable to Ethereum staking model because we want to support the eigenlayer and have liquid staking and liquid staking derivatives and LSD coins and all that fun stuff. And then there's governance, and this is something that hasn't really been talked about, but X1 wants to employ a decentralized governance model, empowering token holders with the ability to influence the network's direction through proposal voting. This model aligns with blockchain decentralized principles, ensuring community involvement through the project's evolution. In conclusion, the X1 blockchain, spearheaded by Jack Levin, brings significant advancements to the blockchain domain. And so this was still pretty early. This one was on 3/7. So that's still 2 weeks ago. And then now we're getting to the ones that I haven't really thought about yet. I haven't looked at yet. So this one was from 3/14. Universal Digital Asset Exchange, a vision for a universal digital asset exchange. And that's always, that sounds scary because it has the E word. Everyone kind of freaks out when you see the E word. Oh, it's a centralized exchange. Are we going to be on Binance? That's not what this is talking about. This is talking about how we're on all these different blockchains and Bitcoin, and we're going to be a central hub in the middle of all these crazy things. So X1 stands as a cutting-edge open-source Layer 1 blockchain known for its high performance, deep centralization, and we just read that. So, oh, this must be an edited version of the original intro. I see. Leveraging a modified DAG consensus mechanism inherited from pioneering work by Phantom with a transformative AI engine, X1 offers unprecedented transaction throughput and lower gas fees. What's up, Howler? Welcome. So we're getting all this little trickle of data. We're starting to see the picture that is X1. And then this one was a bit more recent. This was on March 14th from the X1 Gitbook, X1 DAG consensus. There is no block finality delay because finality is part of the block creation and blocks are not proposed. So what the heck does that mean? So the transaction comes in, voting occurs at a transaction level, not at a block level. So all the nodes don't have to agree on a block. They agree on individual transactions, and those get put in a block afterwards, after the finality. So the transactions can be instant, and then they get built. Once there are enough transactions, they're assembled into a block. So that's kind of a cool way of thinking about it. In a DAG consensus, there isn't a block finality delay because finality is part of the block creation process. Unlike traditional blockchain networks where blocks are proposed first, everybody's wondering what block number we're in and, where we're at in time. In DAG consensus, finality is integrated into the block creation itself. That means there's no separate voting process for block finality as in other blockchain systems. Even in Solana, blocks are proposed first. Then there's voting and finality. That's why they have fast confirmations but slow finality. However, in DAG consensus, voting occurs on the transaction level, ensuring fast confirmation as well as finality. In X1 DAG consensus mechanism, every transaction undergoes a voting process before being assembled into a block. That means that by the time the block's created, all transactions within it have already been verified and are finalized. So it's kind of a backwards way of thinking. If when we work on Ethereum and we work on Bitcoin, we submit our transaction and we add gas and we hope that we can be included in the next block. And with the DAG consensus, we send that transaction, the transaction happens, and then it automatically gets assembled into the block. So we don't have to worry about the block. The block's going to happen, but the finality happens in the transaction. That's where the special sauce is. That's really kind of crazy. That's why chains like Phantom are so fast. So, and then later that day, we had the transaction life cycle. So now that we understand how we utilize the X1 DAG to process transactions and achieve consensus, the transactions are the finality, and then they're assembled in the block. Let's explore how this appears from the standpoint of a transaction. So let's examine a simple transaction using two examples. See if we can zoom in here. It's freaking out on me. Let's do this. So example one. So the user sends the transaction and it hits the mempool of the closest RPC. So that's someone's node. First step verification, they have the proper gas limit set and they have enough funds to cover the gas. So you can still have failed transactions because you have to cover the gas of the transaction, but you're not really competing to be in the block. You're just competing for the transaction. You have to cover your transaction. So in the mempool, there's a queue of transactions. The P2P network broadcasts the mempool to every node, and then nodes process transactions and make into an event. The DAG structure is created, and that's like instead of like a block, it's like all the different, it's like a web, almost like a spider web. The DAG structure is created, event voted on by the rest of the network, and then the block is independently created in all the nodes. And I believe that's where the mining block proposers happen. So block equals a record with one or more transactions. Later, Merge. Thanks for popping in. So in the first model, user initiates a transaction from their Web3 wallet, sending it to the mempool. The node accepts the transaction and performs the initial verification checks. After the initial verification, the transaction is broadcasted to every node in the P2P network. Each node attempts to process the transaction and create it in the DAG. Then the transaction undergoes a voting process on all nodes as part of the consensus mechanism. So that's really getting into the nitty-gritty. That's where we can start to see like how it's going to work, how the blocks are being proposed and created, and how the transactions make their way to the mempool and into your nodes. It's a crazy thing. And then finally, on 3/14, he posted the conclusion. So I don't know like if they're actually done writing it or if this is just like the conclusion, but the X1 layer 1 blockchain marks a leap forward in the realm of decentralization technologies crafted to elevate the trading of digital assets. It addresses the essential challenges of decentralization, scalability, capital efficiency by boosting performance and lowering transaction costs. That's because they're not competing to get in that block. It's more of the DAG spiderweb technology that I just made up. So consequently, X1 stands out as an effective and efficient platform catering to the needs of developers and users alike who demand a dependable digital asset trading solution. By harnessing the latest in AI consensus technologies, X1 is set to redefine blockchain innovation, enhancing the accessibility, fluidity, and security of digital asset exchanges. So man, what a crazy time. So shout out to Ribbit. I wake up, there's a new technology advancement. That's every day, bro, for sure. We're living in the future. We're post-quantum, bro. Shout out to all the Zinians. There's Rolando. Who else we got in here? So I actually had a little mix-up with my node. Recently, there's a new update, and my node went offline. So unfortunately, you can actually see the status of my node if you go to claim.hashhead.io. I actually scraped this information. Oh no, but it's actually down right now. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get to the PVM one. Or wait, what is it? PWA, that's right. The Phantom logo shows up. So if you come to the PWA Explorer, you can actually see everybody's nodes. And unfortunately, mine is not online right now. So I am down for maintenance, and I've been down since about Tuesday. The good thing is I caught it the next morning, so I instantly took my node offline, but then I had some trouble updating, and I ended up deleting my chain data and resyncing everything. And I did use the tarball with the latest data. I think it's like 1710. So I've been syncing, but it's going so slow. It's like I've been going for 32 hours now, and I'm barely up to 150 or 1.5 million blocks. So I have until Friday to get to 2.1 million. I think that's what we're at, right? Yeah, 2.2 million. Whew. I don't think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to lose the Hashhead validator, unfortunately. Yeah, Ben Johnson, I'd be happy to. I can't find any information about it. I haven't actually heard. I saw the Q project, and they're posting tons of information about that, but I can't find the NXT stuff anywhere. I'd be happy if you have a link, throw it in the chat. I'll be happy to take a look through it. But this is kind of a thing. So we were talking to Jack in the X1 validator. So if you're interested in running a validator, definitely join that chat. It's invaluable. The whole community is there to help. So he said that, right now, I guess right now it doesn't say anything. But once the API refreshes, should be any second, it'll say that I'm active, but I'm not voting. And the problem is I'm not voting. So if you're not voting for 5 days, then your validator gets purged and basically thrown off the network, and you cannot rejoin. You're considered in bad faith, and then I'll basically be stuck at that point. So unfortunately, my my node is loading very slowly. So if it doesn't finish loading by Friday, then I will lose my validator number 8. And it's not the end of the world. I'll just have to restart it, start a new one and update the web code and all that stuff. It's not a big deal. I have a function in the contract just in case this situation ever arised, with the hash token. So I was always worried about that. What happens if I lose my validator number 8? Well, I can just come over to the right contract, and as the contract owner, I can set the minter, which is the rewards contract. And then in the rewards contract, I can update the validator ID. So I did plan ahead just in case my node does die and I lose my validator, or if there's some major update and we get new validator IDs, I can easily come into the hash contract and update that. So not the end of the world, just some extra work. That's what I get for not staying up to date. But it is what it is. NXT protocol is a hyper-deflationary asset empowering the economics of DXen protocol. Fair minted, immutable, and open source. It's interesting. I haven't seen that. Like I was actually looking for it earlier, and the only tweet that popped up for me was Clio. And all these Nexus Dubai. Let's see. See, I'm just not finding anything. Oh, here we go. Ah, I'm even following it. That's funny. What do we have here? NXT Protocol, Community Lounge. Hey, good look, Ben. I didn't know this was a thing. So let's see. So, man, they're doing 2 things at once. That's crazy. Yeah, they even got the Medium article. So this is all new information to me. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at right now. NXT Protocol, deflationary store of value. DBXen teams giving birth. Happy birthday to the DXen cryptocurrency through a novel auction-based distribution mechanism that has been proven to be robust in bull and bear market environments. How is it proven? Besides distribution, this mechanism holds great value in the ability to function as an incoming layer for dApp integrations by leveraging ROI of the DXen token. In the current days, DeFi is rare to encounter an undervalued crypto that is immutable. Engineering a hyperstructure. The concept of a hyperstructure is best outlined as followed. They can take form of crypto protocols that can run for free and forever, without maintenance, interruption, or intermediaries. Some things that can be considered. If it's unstoppable, free, valuable, expansive, permissionless, a positive sum, and incredibly neutral. So what is it? ICX, there's another one? Phase 1, vertical integration, ICX, deflationary yield farming, external DeFi protocols, community lead development proposals. All right. Where you at, ChatGPT? See what we got here. Can you explain how it works with DBXen, DXen? The NXT protocol functions through a compounding staking vault mechanism Shares in this vault are denominated in NXD. Profits derived from staking DXen and DBXen are used to buy and burn NXD tokens, thus reducing their supply and increasing their value. Simultaneously, operations support DXen ecosystem by rebuying and restaking DBXen, thereby enhancing both DXen and NXD token values. Okay. Sounds complicated as hell. That's pretty cool though. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like I'm gonna need to understand. It sounds like some really complex DeFi, but they hit it out of the park with DXen. You know, I'm in love with DXen. It's one of my favorite projects. You know, I put Zen in first, and I put DXen in second. They're pretty awesome. I love the protocol fee generation. Been using my protocol fees to pay for my Zen FTs for the last year. It's just been a great time. It's like I always have some gas ready to go because of DBXen. It's nice. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover today. Wonder how my miners are doing. Let's go take a look. What are you guys paying for your miners on Vast right now? I got 2 of them. And the one I'm holding on to for dear life. The other one I'm just like, I don't really care. Need to have DBXen to claim NXD. That's cool. So what do we got in here? Let's see. So I got my 2x 3070s for 14 cents an hour. That's getting me like 2,000 or 3,000 hashes a second. And then I got the 9x A4000s for only 76 cents an hour. I was so lucky to get this one. So let's go ahead and connect here. So I got my key saved in WSL. Oops. Ah. There we go. All right, so what are we looking at here? So this is actually 2 different miners. So I got one on the top and one on the bottom. Or no, I'm sorry. I connected to the 9x. Yeah. So this is the 9x A4000, getting about 7,400 hashes a second for 70 cents an hour. Nothing too crazy. Getting 600 blocks. I got 220 regular blocks and 390 Zunies, and no supers. Zooners. I'm going to create an OG Zen token, snapshot the first 3 minters. You're paying $1.76 for an 8-pack. Smaller packs, better deal. Yeah. So this is my nice deal right now. And then the other one, the 2XR 3070s, nothing crazy, but I think it packs a bit of punch. Shit. Didn't mean to close that. My bad. Bronchitis is still kicking my ass. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We did get a super. Oh, shit. Cool. So these are the 3070s, the 2x 3070s. I'm getting 14 cents an hour. So I'm getting about 1,000 hashes a second for 14 cents. And then with this, I'm getting about 75,000 or 7,500 hashes a second for, so basically paying, the 3070s are a little more expensive, but they got me a super, so I'm cool with that. So each 3070 is getting me like 500 hashes a second. And over the last 3 or 4 days, I've mined 78 blocks, 25 normal, 52 Zunis, and 1 super. Fuck yeah. That makes me pumped. Now if I go back to Hashhead, does it say I have 27 supers? That's going to be the key. That says I have none. Well, shit. Yeah, the 2X? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the 2X 3070s for 14 cents an hour. Let's see what we can find. Basically what I do is I'll click on unverified machines, and then I'll usually set the GPU count. So I'll set it to 2, and then I'll come up to auto sort, and I'll just start looking for the cheapest of the cheap. 2X 2060s for 7 cents. See right here, look at this. 2X 3070s for 12 cents. Psh, I'll take that. Because that's cheaper than the one I just got a super block with. So if this works, I'm just going to slide this one over and save 2 cents an hour. We'll run through this real quick. I'll show you guys how I set up my miner. So I actually use Smit's miner. Shout out to Smit. He rejoined the ZenBlocks Telegram. He came back. That's what's up.
He's on fire!
But he made this miner template, and it works perfectly for me. So we're going to see if this works. The nice thing about Smith's miner is it takes me 2 seconds. There's no installation. There's nothing crazy to do. It just works. It's awesome. So the trick is to get the miner to load up, though. And that's convenient. Oh, wow. I just noticed this. Look at this. I can get this miner for 11 months. The 9X A4000 for 76 cents. That's crazy. How do you figure out hash rate? It says it in the... so I use the TMUX way, so it just says it like... it's right here. It's like in the... It says mining 78 blocks, and it has the details. So these are both my miners, and then this is the miner.py. I'll be happy if this loads, though. This is pretty cool. So it's pulling the image, basically downloading it, and then it has to apply it. It's currently loading. This one's in Canada, so we'll see what happens. This is usually how it goes, right? You sit there and then you're like, oh, what a great deal. I'm going to get that right now. And then it does this. It says pool complete, so hopefully it's just installing. While that goes, let's go take a look and see what we got for other miners. So as always, click on unverified machines. See now, what the fuck? 10 cents an hour. I'm getting this one. I need to go shopping more, man. These are cheap. All right. You've been shopping wrong? Well, see, the thing about the unverified is that, and also the trick is to use that GPU miner slide. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't see it beforehand. You got to load it up. And that's tricky too, because sometimes some 3070s have less memory. You know, these both have 16 gigs, but they do have different motherboards. This one has a 2680. This one has a 2630. So this one might be a little faster, but this one has faster PCIe. So, I mean, it's kind of a toss up. Really, it's about the card and the amount of video RAM. Yep. Yeah, it's not looking like these are going to work. This one says it's working. It's building the default instance. Status. But I want the 10-cent one. Man, I'm about to save 5 cents an hour. That's almost a whole nother miner. Like those cheap ones were 7 cents an hour. I'm going from 15 cents to 10 cents. Live on stream, hopefully. then the trick is, you also kind of want to let them run to see if it'll even last like an evening. And sometimes they just crap out overnight and boom. So this one's sunning. Now watch how fast this is. So all I have to do, let me load up my WSL. I'll pop it in. I'll come over here. I'll add the my key. I always forget to do the CD/ first. So too much maths. Okay, so this one's not letting me connect to the IP. This probably means they're running some kind of VPN software. Also, this is a local address, so their configuration's fucked up. That's definitely not their internet address right there. So we're going to use the proxy SSH, and that should get us in there. So keep that in mind. If you have trouble connecting with the first method, this is the wrong IP address. That is his local home IP address. So we're going to try the proxy SSH. Yeah, that lets me right in. Now see how that works? The IP address he entered was wrong, so I used the proxy address and it worked. So now I disabled the no auto tmux. That's just a weird thing that I do because I like to use tmux. Okay, so now check out how easy it is to use Smith's miner. I basically just go cd home miner zen GPU miner. I go nano config.c I can spell config.conf. I go into the miner or the account, and then I just grab my treecitywest.eth account. It's like where all my Zen lives. So boom. So now I pop in the account address, hit save. And then I like to go the extra step, make a tmux config. Now I have them set up in my notes. So like in my notes, like I have all these different templates, like 4 GPUs, 8 GPUs. So I'm gonna grab the 2 GPU. So this is a preform script. There's nothing in it I need to change. I just pop it in there, save the file, go back. All right, chmod x tmux.sh, and then I let it rip. So the one at 17 cents an hour was giving me 500 hashes a second per card. This one's giving me 470. So it's 25 hashes a second less. So that's not good. Also, it's not picking up that the card is running. So that's not good. Oh, there we go. So even though, so I guess you do kind of get what you pay for. So with this one for 17 cents, I'm getting 951 hashes a second. Oh no, this one is faster. And then, so this was the 12-cent one. I'm getting 963 hashes a second. So if the GPU craps out, it's not charging you, correct? It depends. If your miner stops, but your GPU is still going, then yeah, you are getting charged. You know, say the miner crashes or the CUDA cores crash, but the GPU stays online, then you are getting charged. But if the instance goes online, or the host loses power and they go inactive, then it'll just say inactive and you don't actually lose any. All right, so the 10-cent one finished. So am I about to save 5 cents an hour just by hanging out with you guys? That makes me pretty happy. So let me load up one more WSL here. tmux, yeah. It's TMUX. TMUX. It stands for Terminal Multiplexer. And it basically just allows you to put your terminal screen into different... I'm trying to type and talk, my person. It would put your terminal screen into different Windows. I tried typing key in person, key in terminal, and it came out person. The brain shutting off, guys. Sorry. All right. So I always stop the no auto tmux because I like to use tmux, and then I connect right back. When I connect back, we're not in, so I go cd home miners and GPU miner. It's all downloaded and ready to go. nano.config.conf. Go in here, clear out the account address. And then I grab the OX from the slow ass MetaMask. All right, there we go. Save that. We go nano tmux.sh. This opens a blank screen. I paste my 2 GPU script in here. I hit save. I exit. I go chmod plus X. Now this just gives you permission to run the script, and then I run the script. I like to zoom out so it doesn't do that crazy thing. So is this 10-cent one going to be the best one? Let's see. So 2 3070s getting about 480 each. Let's get 960 hashes a second. So let's put these all side by side. Maybe. Windows gonna... It's fucking with me. This is the cool thing about GPU mining. I mean, this is cheap. You know, this is kind of fell into my lap. I wasn't planning on going over this, but oh shit. What's up, Rolando? Got the membership.
All right, let's fucking hash.
Hell yeah. Wait, are there 2 there? Yeah. All right, so I got one of these running at 17 cents, giving me 967 hashes a second. I got one running at 14 cents, giving 960 hashes a second. And then I got one running at 10 cents, giving me 960 hashes a second. So guess which one I'm going to keep? Yeah, we're keeping the 10-cent one. And I'm so happy I checked that because now I'm saving 5 cents an hour. I might just keep both of these. What does this add up to? Yeah, nah, we don't need both. I'm just gonna get rid of the... Boom. And now just like that, my 2 other miners should disconnect. So this one disconnected. This one's still going though. They're giving me some free mining time. That's funny. Yeah. So Rolando, if you're interested in how to use tmux, I have my my GitHub. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here if I can find the screen. Where did my YouTube screen go? There we go. So at the bottom of my mining setup, I have how to set up tmux. So it has the tmux install command, the sudo nano tmux, which opens the text editor, and then you can paste the script below. And this one is for 2 GPUs. But if you want to use more, you just pop this into ChatGPT and say, hey, update this to run 4 GPUs or 5 GPUs or 8 GPUs, and it'll simply update the tmux script for what you need. So I'll be happy to help you with this, of course, but yeah, the unverified are kind of where it's at. Now the verified are nice because you can just set it and forget it. You know, those are definitely, yeah. See, this one disconnected finally. So this is the winner chicken dinner right here. Winner chicken dinner. I got 2 3090s for 10 cents an hour, giving me 1,000 hashes a second. So saving 5 cents an hour just by looking into that. Now I have to watch this. I have to be careful. I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning when I wake up and make sure that this actually says you know, it's running, it's online. Sometimes one GPU will crap out and the other one's working and you're only getting one and you're like, but you're paying for two. So, you know, that always sucks to find. Definitely got to watch them close for the first couple days, but once it gets solid and gets going, you kind of just let it run. So yeah, just hit me up on Telegram. I'll be happy to help. Or Twitter. Yeah, thanks for the super chat too.
That's for the DBXen and OGs.
Jesus Christ, I gotta turn that down. I'm gonna do that right now. I keep meaning to do that. Let's try 75 cents.
That's for the DBXen and OGs.
55?
That's for the DBXen and OGs.
All right, let's fucking hash.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up, Cleo.
Ooh, that's loud.
Shut the fuck up, Cleo.
And it's crazy because Cleo was right all along.
You think too much.
Nice.
He's on fire!
Yeah, these ones are good. Cool. All right, well, I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But thank you guys for coming out. I'll probably snip this up. Definitely got some big news coming on with X1 coming soon with the new Gitbook. I'm excited to go over that with you guys. And then we also have the DBXen Q project, which is still kind of a mystery. It somehow involves AI. I'm not sure if it's like a large language model or if it's something blockchain oriented. We also have these AI miners. That's kind of interesting. And then we also have this new, what is it, NXD coin? I haven't even looked into that. This stream was my first time looking into that. So shout out to you guys. I think that was Ben Johnson. And wife's in the other room saying, what was the... My bad.
All right, let's fucking hash.
That's great. All right. I hope you guys have a good evening. We will be back soon. Thank you for tuning into Tree City Trading. As always, I hope you guys stay zen. Peace.
And it's crazy because Cleo was right all along. Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck